go back to the first with Bud having to come out after 13 pitches. Can you give us an update on him?
Yeah, he had something with the lat, and I still right now don't know if it was that throw over the first pitch or second pitch of the game born. It was a lat, but I'm talking to the trainers right now. He's fine. He'll be fine. We expect him to make his next start. So, to get Ross out there, after 1 out, for him to give us what he gave us, and all the way on down the line, and for the offense to respond the way they did, again, great to see.
What do you make of what Yasmani's been able to do at the plate, and obviously Jock's first home run since the All-Star break?
Yeah, you know what?
Or, excuse me, Corey.
Right. No, you know what? I think that Yasmani's really been swinging the bat well. The last month and a half, 5-6 weeks, really, and all year long he's been squaring the baseball up, but didn't get any, wasn't getting any luck. But he's continued to grind and do what he does, and now he's starting to really see some moves and picking us up big time. Not only behind the plate, but obviously at the plate. And Corey, the All-Star game, the home run derby, all that stuff, but he's still been swinging that great. But it's his first homer since the break, but he's still putting quality bats together and playing great defense. So he's been great, and Jock's, really found his stroke as well.
Did you ever see a play like that at the plate in which they called catcher's interference at first and then it ended up being scored a wild pitch? The one that gets behind Yasmani's chest protector?
Yeah, no, that one was the lodge behind the chest protector, hits his mask, gets lodged, and then so that's essentially extra base advancement. So that was a big play, but fortunately it didn't prove to be the difference in the game. But I hadn't seen that personally.
What goes behind the decision to pinch run Maeda for Toles?
Oh, that was, Tolsey had something going on with his foot last night. He was wearing some different spikes, and the feet didn't respond well, and it was really bothering him today. So he said he can go out there and give us an at-bat, but to go out there and run and to make it any worse, I didn't want to do that.
Given your status on starting pitchers, especially with Norris hurt today, did you give any thought to, I just can't afford to use Kent as a pitch runner?
No, because I told Kent to be careful, and Kent is very athletic, so no.
You mentioned what a distraction the trade deadline can be. How nice is it to have not only a series like this, but a game like this today leading into Colorado?
It was good. We lost a tough one last night, and we came back and, like we talked about, had a chance to win the series, and we responded. So I think there's a lot of things that are going outside this clubhouse, going outside, that are out of our control, and our guys are focused on playing well. And you saw the at-bats today. You saw the conviction behind each pitcher that took the baseball today, and guys picking one another up, and that's kind of what we've created.
You've had a long reliever now for, let's say, a little under a week. Is that something you could keep going forward? Keep that role, even if it isn't Ross, just having that luxury?
Yeah, it's a huge luxury. Ross is a guy that gave us a lot of quality starts, early on in the year. And, for our guys to view him and know that he has value to, monitor innings, one, and also help us with some length in the bullpen, number two. That's the way it's played out. And, Ross has saved us in some games. He really has. And I think that the regular structure, of our pen prior to Ross, it would have been a lot tougher today. And so, that value of having a guy, 8 guys in the pen, but also that guy that can give you some length, it was huge.
Was he 3 innings max today?
He was. No, it wasn't really an innings thing. It was more, for me, it was around 70 pitches. He threw 50, 3 days off, and at that point in time, 70 is plenty.
What did you like from Yasiel in his return at the plate?
It was good. You know what? I thought that even one of his outs was a good out as far as squaring the baseball up. But, to throw out 3 hits and got him out of there because it was a long game. But to get him back, his focus, the intent was there, and it was certainly good to have him back in the lineup.
To see him hit a fastball there at the end from double down the line, is that to you a sign of progress that he's learning how to handle that pitch better?
I wouldn't say that at-bat's sign of progress on the fastball. I think that, his at-bats competing and swinging at strikes, big 2-out hit to left center. That was a big hit. But, yeah, he hit a couple other that was a breaking ball, the other breaking ball. But, yeah, he got the fastball and, kept it in between the lines. But, he's working to get better.
Anybody upstairs told you definitively he's getting traded? Or
No, I have absolutely not have heard.
You led the National League in runs per game in July. Do you feel like a team that can keep your way out of any trouble now?
That's pretty aggressive, but you know what? I think that, just what we've done, in recent, weeks, we're offensive, and I think that you look at us on paper, and when weren't going well in April, I think those guys kept confident, and now, like I said before, is the baseball cards are starting to line up with the numbers currently, and I do believe we're an offensive club, and we have a lot of balance and depth, and all these things that can get you through a season.
Dave, you guys might look different the next time we see you on the field. How would you assess both this group's performance this month and also the period since Kershaw went down?
Obviously, on the offensive side, it's continuing to get better. But since Clayton went down, I don't know our record, but I do know that we made a concerted effort to do a little bit more, and that's 25 guys in the clubhouse. So the results have been great, but the mindset was, for me, the most important thing.
Do you think these guys tomorrow will be able to just get away from it? Or do you think they're going to be on their smartphones trying to figure out what...
I think they'll be all over their phones and following every single tweet or every... that's just human nature. That's the where we're at right now, with social media. So our guys are pretty intelligent and pretty inquisitive and very curious. So they'll be pretty much in tune, I'm sure.
Do you expect the front office to be pretty active down this line?
You know what? I think that I know that they're going to do the best thing, and that's in the best interest of our club and our organization. So outside of that, my job is to get the 25 guys ready to play baseball games, and whatever our team looks like, if it's different or if it's the same on Tuesday, then we'll be ready to win.
Based on everything that's happened with Clayton and the way you guys are playing now, do you feel like there's something special going on in this clubhouse and the way you guys are heading towards September and October?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that even started before Clayton went down. And I've said it, again, time and time again, we're better with Clayton. But, without your best player, and for us to still continue to win baseball games, and when he returns, we're going to be that much better for it. But I think that the momentum started even before, Clayton went down.
Is there any particular area that you think maybe you guys could use bolstering?
No, there isn't. There's not one particular area. I think I've said it before. Our team is very balanced. So any team can improve. Every team can improve. But I see our team very balanced. Thanks, guys.